Okay, so we are going to be making one more object from one of our other forms. In this case, now I'm gonna go with my cylinder, and I'm going to try to keep it kind of simple, kind of basic. I have a cylinder, so one of the most obvious things for me to do will of course be a glass. Maybe a glass with a glass of water. Maybe I can even add a straw just to add a little bit more detail. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the bottom of my glass a little bit, just to make it look a little bit nicer, more like I put a little bit more effort into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start by making a dot right here and one about right there. Want them to be as even as possible. Now I'm gonna go ahead and make a line, about a dot right here, another dot right there, and then make a line connecting them, like this. And again, I am practicing, so it's okay to make errors. We can always fix them later, but remember, by practicing, we are going to improve and get better and better. Okay, so now I'm not gonna need these edges right here, so it's okay for me to erase them. Go ahead and erase both of them. Okay, there you go. Try to erase them as much as I can, but it's okay, they still show a little bit. It's part of our process. All right, so next what I wanna do is I wanna make this little oval shape that I have right here. I wanna bring it down because my glass is translucent. That means you can see through it. So then when we are drawing something that's translucent, then we can see the other side. As opposed to if I was trying to make a glass that was solid, then I wouldn't be able to see the other side of the glass. So I wouldn't have to worry about drawing the other side. But in this case, I do want to have it there. All right, so this is the bottom part of the glass. Now let's fill it with water. And to do that, to add the illusion that our glass is full of water, we are going to simply copy this oval shape about right here. Depends on how much water you want to have, but I want it to be pretty full, so I'm going to put it about right there. All right, so there, now our glass is mostly full of water. And of course, if we want to add more detail, we can do some shading, some blending, but that's not the purpose of this assignment, so we are going to keep it to basic outlines. I do, however, want to add a straw. So a straw is simply a very long cylinder. So we can go ahead and get started with, I want it to be about right here, with a little oval shape. So I'm gonna do 2 dots. And then we are going to connect them with curved lines like this. Now I can go ahead and do my long lines about right here. Do the same thing on the opposite side. All right. Now to finish our straw, we are going to copy and paste this little curved line right here that is part of our oval shape. Copy and paste right there. Now I want to erase this line right here. There you go. Now I'm going to add some more detail to my straw. Okay. And there you have it, that's the straw. Yeah, maybe shade a little bit. So now you see how I was able to transform a cylinder into a glass of water. And I also made a straw out of a very long, skinny cylinder. Again, I'm gonna add a little bit of a background. Remember, the glass is translucent, but the straw is not, so my line should be noticeable through the glass, but not through the straw. So I'm gonna go ahead and erase this little line that I have right there. And there you have it. Now remember, if you want to add some shading, some detail, you're welcome to do that. It's not necessarily part of the assignment, so you don't have to if you don't want to. I am going to add a little bit of a shadow here using some cross hatching. And there you have it. Here's my other sample of how I went from a form into an ordinary object or something that you can see in real life.